welcome to lifeandrelationship.com. We are going to be having a very important discussion with you, and we want you to invite your friends, family, and let us be on the same table together. So we're starting off very shortly. Please bear with us while we sort our things out. In a few minutes, we'll be with you. Thank you, and keep on watching. Invite your friends. So, consider. Yeah, we are expecting you to get your friend involved. Share the video while we sort ourselves out to start our very important discussion with you today. While you are relaxing here, we are having a good time here. We'll be with you in short minutes. Thank you for your time and have a good day with us.
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you.
Yes. So you can say anything. Get this thing sorted. Live. No. It's okay. And viewers at home, we are sorting ourselves out. Please bear with us. We will start our program shortly. And yeah, that's what we are doing. Invite your friends to come on board with us. Thank you very much. Okay. This is it. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Because it's showing.
Okay. Anyway, this is how it is at the moment. So it's behind time. This is behind time.
Okay.
Yeah. So before we will start get our topic, let's see what we have to what is going on. Okay, that was the old one. That's the old one. This new one is not there. The old one, that's the old one.
Refresh.
Hmm?
Refresh.
This is very stupid. Check whether it's still live. Check whether it's still live.
Yeah.
Live. Sure.
Somebody's watching Clegg who is liking it.
Okay, it's alright. I'm not catching this thing.
Do you want?
This is the old one.
Do you want my support? Why not go there to see if there is any?
The old one.
Okay. Yeah.
This is this one. Let me see. This is the same old one.
Fresh.
It should pick up the. Are you sure it's live?
It is.
Like, I can't see live here. You know what I mean?
This one is not, but that one it is. Maybe you have to go there.
You are going to another video.
I'm not going to another.
You see, you are going to another video. Tuta. Okay, I can't see this thing. This no, and 48 others. Yeah, I think this now.
Okay.
But this is quite is behind. This is not what I'm doing now. This is late. Yeah, I think everything is sorted now. As I said, we were talking about domestic abuse in relationship. You have to bear with us while we
Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. 'Cause I got you.
Zoom, okay. Yeah. One person watching. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry for the break in transmission. It's just something like my phone just rang. Thank you one more time. You know, it's a crucial time. As I said, we are going to, you know, make you happy. You make us happy. Our topic today is domestic abuse in relationship. We will see how we can help you, how you could contribute to this program. It's a live program and we want you to have a good time with us by sharing the video with your comment, by calling the screen behind me. You can also be with us. We thank you for watching. We thank you and we actually appreciate your time. So, I told them, what do you have for the audience?
Well, just first of all, let me introduce myself, just in case of those who do not know me. My name is Antonia. I'm a life coach. But today I'm going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about domestic abuse in a relationship. Yeah, that's what we are going to be talking about today, because it's the issues are hard now, and it's just it's getting too much.
Isn't it a time, if you said the domestic abuse, we're talking about like offense in the house or something like that?
Where, like many people may know about it, but abuse is in a different form. Like we have domestic abuse, we have sexual abuse, we have verbal abuse, we have all different types of abuse. But today, like I said, domestic abuse, it has to do with offense, but again, there's a lot of things contributing to it.
Okay, and let's start with talking about the abuse of maybe in relationship. Yeah. So I believe most of the part of the whole world, we are in a lockdown system, whereby nobody is actually permitted to go out as usual. We are only permitted to go to do shopping, essential stuff that we need to eat. That's all. So we are having a good time with our family, with our wives, those who got wife. I think it's time for the wife to have a good time with her husband. Children having a very good fun time with their family. So do you think it's an issue for anybody?
Well, like as you said, it's supposed to be a good time for family to be born together. It's supposed to be a good time for, spend time together, which most of the time it's difficult to find this time to spend together. But the problem here is, it is not something that we planned to stay indoor and spend that time together and enjoy our time together. So everyone is on lockdown because of this situation, and it is not making a lot of people happy.
Okay.
Like as you said, people are on lockdown today. They did not plan it, and it's not as a result of their holiday. So there's a difference between they are supposed to enjoy this moment together.
Well, it's amazing. It's quite funny to hear. Children, husband and wife, they are living together now. Everybody at home. I think it's a fun time. It's a beautiful time. I know some women normally say, "Oh, we don't have enough time to spend together." Even most children too, they complain. Mom is always going to work. Mom, you want to stay home. Daddy want to stay home. You know, they don't have time for us. They're only working. This, I think this is the apple time for everyone to come together and enjoy the children. So the thing, as I said, it's not bringing people together, or is it an issue?
Well, you know, in many cases, it's no longer bringing people together, rather than it's destroying, it's causing a lot of calamity. Let me use that word. But where at the initial stage, a lot of people may be happy. Oh, it could be an opportunity for me to spend time with my loved ones. It could be an opportunity for me to, you know, spend time with my children, my wife, my husband. But the problem now is that it's getting too long and people don't know how long it's going to take. And because of that, people are getting frustrated about staying indoor. And this is not their culture. It is not the culture that people are used to. It is not the way that they used to live. Many people want to go out and they cannot go because they are being forced to stay indoor. So it's a problem.
Well, is it not the time of this is the time we all want to spend quality time with our family? Personally, I don't enjoy it much when my children they are not with me. I don't enjoy it much when my wife is not with me. So now it's a good opportunity. My kids they climb over me, we play together, we have fun together. So I believe every man, every right thinking human, you know, whatever it might be. But I think it's time for we to get bonded more and more with our family, especially with our children. Otherwise, you know, they spend more time in school. They only have time about 3 to 4 hours to spend with the parent. From there, they go to bed. That's it. 24/7 continuously. So it's a time for everyone to enjoy their children now. If you're to start from children aspect, and children not having a quality time with their parents this time.
Where if you look into the area of the children, here is a good opportunity for the children to spend time with their family. But again, the children themselves, they are fed up. A lot of children, they are fed up. Let me put it this way, especially in this part of the world where we are. You know, when you buy toys for children, when they are growing up, and just take a look at that toy, within 1 to 2 weeks, the children, they will be happy and they will be playing with that toy. But after 3 weeks or 4 weeks, you will notice that these children, they don't need that toy again. They need something else. And this is where it's been difficult for the children, including adults, because they are, you know, we are human.
So does that mean it's like when you know, I don't know how to say. As far as I'm concerned, it gives me more pleasure to have a quality time with my children. Now, my children, they are enjoying me, but sometimes I feel it's too much. It just I wish I have a little bit of space. Is that how everybody is feeling?
Of course. Of course, when you're talking about, you know, children, they are going to school and you go to work and you come back home. And before you know it, the time is gone. But the short time you find yourself together, at that time you want to treasure it. You want to enjoy it. And that is what happened during this season of lockdown. The first week was okay for people, and they think it's a good opportunity, and they actually cherish it and they enjoyed it. But the situation now is, as a result of they are staying together now, they don't give each other space anymore. So it looks as if they are being bored, and though they are surrounded by their loved ones, but it's the phone is no longer there anymore.
All right.
For some people.
Okay. For those of you who are watching us, I can see names and thank you for your time. If you like to contribute on your comment over our topic, please you can make a phone call to the number behind me. It's on the screen. You can get involved here with us in the studio. We can talk live. And if I would like you to also share this video with your friends so that people who are not aware right now, they'll be aware. We want us to have a small village or a small table talk like that while connecting to the whole world. So help us to share this video, comment, and call us. Thank you. So in the area of the children, the area of children, I'm thinking this is the time the children want, because most of them they want their parents to stay home. Most of them don't want their parents to be going to work all the time. You know, somebody picks them up from school. It's not when it's not your parents, it's not your parents. Though you have loved ones who actually look after them as if they are your children, but they also complain. Do you have you received any complaint about, or have you got any information about what children are saying now, because they are saying that at home and all that? Anything at the moment?
No, of course, I don't want to dwell into the area of the children that much, okay, but I want to focus more on the adult. But before we move over to the other side, but I want to, talk to you based on the question you asked me. When you're talking about children, obviously you know that the children want to stay home. Obviously you know that the children want to play with their parents. Obviously you will know that the children don't want to even go to school if they have the opportunity. They don't want to go to school. So for the children it's okay. They don't have the problem of not going to school, but their problem is, oh, we can't go to park. Because they don't want, of course they don't want to be locked indoor. We cannot go to park. How can we be indoor? This morning there is a prayer that my little girl raised this morning, and it sounds funny, but again, when I look at it, I realize that it's a very important prayer point she raised this morning.
So what kind of prayer does it?
And when she was praying, and she said, "God, please do not let us to be bored today."
She was praying so that God should not let them to be bored.
To be bored today. That was her prayer point.
Is this not what they want? They don't want to go to school. Oh, sometimes that leave me alone. I want to sleep. So what's new now? What is strange about you don't want to sleep anymore?
It's not about that.
Oh.
There's a difference between I don't want to go to school, but I just want to play. And I'm indoor. I cannot go out and play. I cannot go to park. I cannot even go to town, go to Madonna, KFC or whatever. But I'm just indoor. So they are not enjoying it because they are being bored.
Right.
Perhaps you will tell them, drop that phone. Drop that laptop, because you don't want them to be on laptop all day.
247.
Drop that, drop this, drop that, and just carry your book and read and all that. Of course, they are frustrated with that, because so then when they go to school, they have a lot of fun. They do every 30 minutes or 1 hour or whatever. They go out for break and come back again and all that. But when they are home now they can't even go out, except for those who have garden. So it's also frustrating children. But like as I said, I don't want to dwell in the area of children that much. But
okay,
it's getting into the next of the adults.
Okay. Now, if you're watching us, please feel free to make a comment. Feel free to join us on the conference call where we can discuss together. We are talking about domestic abuse in relationship. Whether you are single, you are not single, it doesn't matter. Whether you are a member of a family, this thing applies to many of us. So if it doesn't happen to you, doesn't mean it's not happening at all. So we are building more, try to give more information so that you and I will be able to stand our ground as family, especially this lockdown. So if you have a comment, please go ahead. Don't hesitate. If you want to make a phone call, behind me there are the numbers to get through us right now. Thank you. Now, talking about the husband and wife at home, you mentioned that the abuse is getting higher and higher. So how would that be higher and higher? If you look in it, according to figure now, police don't have that much crime now to tackle. The crime that they are facing now is domestic abuse. That's the only crime that police is facing now, because domestic abuse have risen up from the level it was now to 30%. It's just it's something that's if you find out the reason for that is just as a result of people are being bored and they don't go out, frustration, fear of whatever that they are seeing around them. So it's becoming too much for them to handle. I think from man's perspective, if I be going to work from Monday to Saturday, for example, and sometimes it become a tradition, become a natural thing. The wife is going, the man is coming. Some tight family, they pick up their children in the bus stop. For those who are not driving, they pick up their children from somebody else in the house. So now the system has bring everybody to sit down at home and have fun. It's a problem. So it shouldn't be a problem. The woman should be appreciative. The man is there for me. One more time, the man should be appreciative. She's there for me. Children, in the other hand, should be, oh, here we are. Daddy, mommy, we are at home. We are having a quality time. So for the woman aspect of it, you talk from the woman aspect of it, let me see. Is it not a quality time to spend together with family like this? How can that be abused for the family?
It is.
Go on then.
It is a quality time. And it's supposed to be a quality time. But the problem is, because they don't give gap to each other anymore, because there is no more space.
Space? What do you mean space?
If I say space, because they don't create this space is when the other one is going to work and the other one is not at home, and they give each other a bit of break, and that break is not that break is no longer there.
Okay.
So it's an issue now, because whatever they do, either this one is going to be picking on what the other one is saying.
Oh yeah.
The other one is going to be, just for example, why do you drop this cup there? Do you not know that this cup is not supposed to be there?
All right. If I to stop, there's a request here. Thank you for your comment, and we will try to help you to not to be bored at home. That is very, very. Thank you for your comment. We love such things, and we are happy to talk about that. Thank you so much. Yes, someone is asking you or asking us to help them not to be bored at home. How do we tackle that? How do you help that person that is bored at home?
It depends. It depends on who that person is or what that person is doing. If you say you are bored at home, what does it actually mean that I'm bored at home? Do you not have anything to do? For example, you don't have any job to do, like cleaning, tidying up the house, or I'm not quite sure.
Let me say it this way. If you like to call this number, you can talk. Let us be on the same table. We are struggling to get what you mean by bored. Don't you have anything to do at home? Okay, let's assume. Let's assume this person has finished everything he's doing. He used to work 2-4-7, or used to work Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, Sunday. Oh, thank God I'm at home. Now, first week is gone. Second week is gone. Probably third week we are now locked down at home. This person is bored. If you say he or she has nothing to do anymore, it might be true. He has cleaned his garden, cleaned the whole house. The food to eat, they are all there. Stand by. It could be a single, maybe parent. What is your advice for this person?
Well, if you look, when we're talking about this, we are talking about general.
Yeah.
But in this case, individual have different reasons for making them to be bored.
Yeah.
And this is the area where it's like coming to one-on-one is a little bit more important, because your case could be different from the other case. In that case, that's the area where we can help you to develop a strategy of what you have to do. But in general, I would say, find something that will keep you busy. If you have cleaned your home, you have done everything that you need to do, then you need to find something that you think it can make you busy.
Okay, lovely. There's another comment here. We one more time, thank you for your time, as we are appreciating you for watching us, and I want you to share. You can do more than this by extending this video, by sharing this video with your friends. Lovely, brilliant. So somebody is talking again. He said, I want to spend as much time with my wife as possible. I want to spend as much time with my new wife as possible. I think, thank you so much. Yeah, if you want to be on unsettled, like discussing, calling on phone, behind me, as you can see, you can call the phone number. So this person is saying he want to spend it. I want to spend as much time with my wife. So how do we do that? This is a quality time for that, is it not so?
This is opportunity for that quality time. If you accept, maybe if your wife is on, those who are on front line. But if your wife is not part of those who are on front line, this is just the opportunity is just there now for you to spend that time together, because she's at home, she's not working, she's at home now, and all you do is to do whatever you are doing together. It's just both of you, and it's a new wife, so it's opportunity of this is just an honeymoon created by himself.
Well, the comment is as short as it is. We don't get it straight. It's not a complete something. If according to the comment, say I want to spend as much time with my new wife as possible. I believe there could be something going on. Well, how can you get a new wife and you are wishing to spend quality time or more time as much as possible? There should be something's going on in between. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the reason I said individual cases are different. Yeah. So it depends, but what I can say is general now. I cannot actually go into individual case. But if you want to know more, and that's the area where you need to contact us on lifeandrelationship.com, and then we can follow you up and to help you to develop a strategy or knowing what enable for us to survey the case and know what to do. But what we are saying is just general.
All right, lovely.
Spending much time is an opportunity which has already been created by the government. So you are indoors, spend that time together. Nobody will come to disturb you.
Good. As she said individual cases that they are different. So if you cannot express yourself more than, if you don't want to talk more about that, right now you can call an Antonian. She will have a one-on-one discussion with you, because you cannot say everything on air. So that would be a very good way for you to know how to handle your case. So you can inbox her through Facebook. Then that will be a link for her general phone. But at the moment, you can as well call the screen. The number on the screen. We still have another comment.
And you can as well go to info@lifeandrelationship.com. Email.
Okay. If you need, if you need to talk very, very privately, you can go to info@lifeandrelationship.com. That's the website email address. The website is www.lifeandrelationship.com, and the email is info@lifeandrelationship.com. Good. So I hope we were able to answer or to talk about your issue. Now, there are so many comments. I have to apologize because there are so many comments here, so we have to pick as much as we can. Quickly, my child is merely playing video game. Low. So someone is saying his child, as I said, it is a time whereby we are supposed to have a family bond together. Now, a child is always playing video game. This is time that child is supposed to stay with daddy and mommy. Is separating his or herself away from the parent. So that's a problem now. So how do you handle that?
On this particular case, when it comes to daddy and mommy, again, I think parents have to be careful as well, and they have to stand their ground on a particular level. Otherwise, if mommy is if daddy is saying go away from the computer, and the other one is not showing interest on it, and probably when one is too hard on the child, the other one might classify it as you are too hard on it, and from there, that is when the argument will come from, and that is where this domestic abuse is coming from. So one have to be careful. But again, it's about doing your best to take the child away from that
Computer, video game.
video game, because it's not something you want your child to be on, and you know it's not good for your child. So find a way to remove that child and find a way to get the child engaged.
Because this is a time of bonding together.
It's a time of bonding together. So get that child engaged with something different. It can be book, which they will not like, because at the end of the day, I'm fed up of reading books.
They should like it when they're in school. Do they have choice? They even obey their teacher more than the parent.
When they're in school, they do not have choice, but they know that they are there. But their parents, this is my parent. I remember one day, I went to pick my little girl from school, and I saw her coming out from school, and she was on queue, and nobody asked her. I saw her, nobody told her to put her hand, and she just by herself, and she do her mouth like this, and I was watching her. when she came out, I said, "Who told you to put your mouth?" She said, "That is what we have to do." I said, "But nobody told you." She said, "No." I said, "Okay, but when you are home, if you eat crisps and you drop the packet on the table, do you not know that you are supposed to put it in a bin? Because I always tell you every day." And she said, "Well, this is my home, and that is school."
I can attribute that to familiarity.
So for that, they will not listen to their parent the way they will listen to their teacher.
Good. I have another comment here. Please keep on commenting. We will do as much as we can to talk about your comment. And if you want to make a quick phone call, the line is still open. It's still open, as you can see from behind me. That's the access code. That number is still there.
Again, let me refer to the one that said my child is always playing with a game or whatever. You can as well get that child. You can as well get that child engaged. Remove those things and try to put different things in place for that child to be doing. It's not coming out. There's something I wanted to say, but it's not coming out. I mean, and it's something that the child, or if possible, rule a timetable, what he should be doing at every moment of the time. Then in that time, you are reducing the time of him being on that of that child being on that computer. There is a time for computer. If it's 7 o'clock, you want that child to be there, and the child should know that is the time for my time for computer or playing or whatever. But if he's are you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. So I'm trying to connect with someone that was there.
Okay. So if that child, if the child should know the time that, oh, I know by 7 o'clock I have to be doing so and so thing. By 8 o'clock I have to be doing this. By 8 o'clock I have to do this. So regulating the time of the child, and that is also helping that child to stay away from computer, because the child have to get used to it. The child have to understand what he should be doing at every time, every moment of his time.
Lovely. Now, I think this is another. There's another. I want to spend most of my watching. I want to. Yeah, I think this is we want to go outside and enjoy the good weather. Let me talk about that. There's a comment that say, I want to go outside and enjoy the good weather. Ideally, no one is actually saying you have to be indoor, lock your front door, back door, and remain. That's not the meaning of a lockdown. Except you don't have maybe a front garden or back garden. If you are living in a house or in an accommodation whereby you can, I don't know, it's quite difficult for this person. You want to have you want to go outside and enjoy a good weather. Let me say, the kind of house I live, we are so blessed to have, by grace, we are having a front garden, we have a back garden, and we are living in a place whereby it's like a single house. So, we have the opportunity to go from upstairs, come down. From downstairs, we go to back garden. From back garden to the front garden. So, this person seems not to be having that opportunity. And they say they are bored. It's quite challenging. So, how do you address that?
It depends. Or if the person is bored, like as I said before, if you are bored, or Is he bored or you just choose you want to go out and
You
enjoy?
say I want to go outside and enjoy the good weather. You can enjoy the weather.
Of course, the person should understand the system we are. The system we are, or I mean the season we are.
Yeah.
This season we are is not a season to actually go out and enjoy the way. You should go out and enjoy yourself. But what you should do is to try and to adapt to the situation that we are, because it's not just you. Everybody is facing it. The whole world is facing it. It's a problem. So this shouldn't bring a domestic abuse into your home. You shouldn't allow this to be causing problem because of frustration, and you are tired of being in a particular place, and you are tired of not because of things that you are seeing around you. It's frustrating you. That shouldn't be the case.
One more time, if you're watching us, please, if you want to make a comment, more comment, we want to, as much as possible we can, to talk about your comments so that you can get more information on how to sort yourself out here. And you can call us on this contact number behind us, so you could see it there. So, and there's another comment again. What things would you suggest? What things would you suggest? Really, some people are bored at home. I think they have exhausted every. I mean, you see, if you can tell us what you mean by what thing we suggest. Are you bored at home? Do you have TV at home? Have you got telephone? Have you got telephone in your house? You can call us at any time. You can be with you on the phone. You can even have a video call with you there. You can share with you. Many people are doing that these days. What do you think?
Yeah.
So if you call us now, or inbox us on Facebook, or you go to info@lifeandrelationship.com, you could discuss with us, leave your information there, then we could get back to you so that you will not be bored. You shouldn't be. We are not supposed to be a prisoner, but we are not a prisoner, but we are only advised to sit down at home, to save your life, save other people's life.
That's it.
So it's as simple as that. But we have to a bit try to adjust from what we are used to as a tradition, as a way of life or a culture. We have to change a bit. I know it might be a little bit difficult for most people, but then we have to try. Anyway, for those of you who are still watching us, we thank you. Invite your friends and share this video. Good. So, let me see if it's happening. Oh, my husband is at the front line. I want to comment on that. We thank God for that, for your husband that's still on the front line. You know, saving life, try to save life outside. People have died before. We don't want any other death to be on anywhere. No, enough is enough. So you have to appreciate your husband who is working in front line. As is here in your comment, we appreciate you. We appreciate your husband. To save life is a life-giving spirit. So I appreciate that. I don't know what do you think?
Yeah, I would say first thing I have to say is just to say, for you to be at home and while your husband is just working at the front line, all I can say is for you to keep on praying for your husband's protection. For those who are home as well, we are also helping to pray along with them for God to protect them, because you know it's a crucial time. It's affecting everybody for their safety. But again, if you have your children along with you, and what you can do, you know, it's tough because your mind. I understand where the part where she's coming from. The mind is not only she's just bored. Her head is full. My husband is going to work now, and I don't know what is going to be an outcome of it. I think I was watching on I saw it on somebody put it on the Facebook and said, "Oh, the landlord has tells some of the workers to go away from their home because they are scared of coronavirus." Are you getting my point? So I don't want to go into that, but you imagine your husband going, your head is full. My husband is coming, it's going to work now. Coming back now, I don't know how he can protect himself and all that. And you are scared of so many things. You don't want him to go to work and come back with something that we don't expect. You know, there's a lot of things going on in there. But I would say if you have children, take your children along, pray along with your husband, try to engage yourself together with your children, so that will take that kind of thinking away from you, if that is what you are thinking, and that can with that your mind will not focus more on that what is going on, but your mind will focus on activities that you'll be doing at home. Like as I said, what I'm saying is a general advice or general word I can say, but individual case is different.
Now,
except we know exactly what you are talking about in details, that's when we can give a proper guideline.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. Yeah. There's another comment here. Say we can do what can we do for someone's birthday? For example, my son birthday is next month. If your son's birthday is next month, it is going to be a bit birthday celebration doesn't mean you have to go to moon to go and do birthday.
You know, my daughter's birthday is also next month.
Okay.
And my little daughter, her birthday is next month, and she say, I don't like it on this lockdown because I'm not going to enjoy my birthday. I don't know how it's going to turn out to be. Okay. But again, I think what I can suggest on that issue is your child will still have a proper birthday, what your child should be having. If it's a present that you're going to, maybe the old shop is locked, you cannot get him a present, maybe you can purchase a present online. But if you can't do that for the child, you can still bake a cake yourself, because at least supermarket are still open. You can still buy food steam. And if your child have somebody, maybe a brother or a sister along with them, then you can still do it normal, like enjoy yourself, celebrate it within you and your family. And that, that's the best thing you can do for now. And just enjoy in your bedroom, enjoy in your sitting room, and just eat the best food on that day. Okay, that's all I can suggest.
Our topic is domestic abuse in relationship. So if you're going through any domestic abuse in your relationship, we don't want that to continue anymore. We are doing our best to have a discussion with you. If you feel your issue is so private, thank you, and I want you to contact us through www.lifeandrelationship.com. That's the website, or you could come to us by info and sending us your information through your email, through our email, info@lifeandrelationship.com. Otherwise, you could also send a message through Messenger. You can go straight, it will not be published on air like this. So there are so many comments that's coming up here, and we are so privileged to have you still watching us. So invite your friends and share this video. Your life will never remain the same. If you feel you are not having the issue we are talking about, you can never tell someone or your friend could be going through that. So in area of domestic abuse now, the man don't want to do anything anymore because it's like getting tired. Or I'm trying to
I think the cause of it, because of this domestic abuse, is as a result of people are getting bored, and both of them are living in their house. Like as I said before, for the very first time, people will cherish it, they will enjoy it. But when the time is getting, we are just being locked down about 2-3 weeks now, isn't it? So within first week, second week, it was a pleasure for a lot of people. But now people are fed up because they cannot even go outside and do whatever they want to do. And hereby they are home. Before they go to work, before they come back, they cannot see so many things that is going on in their house. So now they are seeing everything, because when the man is in the kitchen and the woman is in the kitchen, so when woman is doing something, the man will say, why do you do that? Why is that hard to do this? Cover that pot. Don't you know you have to cover it and all that? And this is where the problem is coming from, because the woman will say, but I've been cooking in this house. You have never taught me how to cook. So what's your problem now? Because I'm in the kitchen, you're in the kitchen with me. And that is one of it.
So if does that mean when woman give maybe when the man give a correction, or the man doesn't like what is going on in the kitchen, whatever, the man is not allowed to talk, or what is that? Is that abuse?
No, it's not because the man is not allowed to talk, but sometimes it could be the way you put it. it could be the way you say it. And what is exactly this abuse we are talking about? You know, if you go in detail, is it coming from, you know, oppressing someone or controlling somebody? So if you are controlling somebody and you are oppressing somebody, it depends on how you put it, because some people are being oppressed but they don't realize it.
Okay,
So,
I will put it on hold there. Sorry. And let's respond to this comment. It said, if we had planned an event for someone, for example, a birthday, how could we celebrate? We can't go we can't get any birthday cake, present. What would happen to the person?
I think it depends on the country where the person is living. You know, if the person is living like in place like this, if supermarket is open, I think they should be having birthday cake.
Well, there's still another question. So about the cake, they cannot go anywhere. As I said, I will suggest to you, you should, you know, we all of us, we are adapted to many things that because of the lockdown system. So we are adapted to many things. You cannot actually go to where you wish to go. Even your parents should be able to tell you, or you as an adult supposed to understand. Nobody is punishing anybody. It's just the way it is at the moment. We will soon get out from this situation. So it's not punishment. You are not in prison. You can do your birthday as much as you want. But for the time being, please understand, and it will be over. You can celebrate as much as you want.
And another thing I want to contribute to that, when you say they have already planned it, and for the fact that you have planned it where you want to go before and you cannot go to that place anymore. Like as I said, find a way to celebrate it within your small room. If possible, you have friends you can call on a video, put you on a video call. And for that child, depending on the age of that child, put that child on put it on life like this, and you know, be talking together with their friends and all that, and be enjoying it. You know, can find a program that they like so much, and let it be that day is their best moment, and let them do what they want to do on that day, just to enjoy themselves. And that is another thing you can do to make them feel happy.
Okay, now for those who are still watching us, it's a privilege to have you, and we are so happy that you are watching. Please share this video, let it go as much as we can. We are talking about domestic abuse in relationship. Sometimes we may say it doesn't happen to me, so I'm not interested. Someone will be dying to hear this message. Someone will be willing to hear how they could go about sorting themselves out. As we were talking about that time earlier on, domestic abuse has increased. So they are fighting themselves instead of having a very quality time with family. We're not talking about children now. So it should be the time whereby relationships is getting stronger and better, because that time has not been given to us before. Now we should be able to understand ourselves more better, compared to rushing to work, coming back, and you are tired. You can't do anything. You can't even you can't even do anything before you know it's midnight, and you'll be up again in a few hours to go to work. So I'm thinking this time should be a time whereby there's no quarrel. But it's not so. As figure, as I say, is rising. It's rising.
You know, let me give you one example. I think some time ago I had a client who has it in his mind that when I marry, I'm going to spend all my time with my wife.
That's not possible.
Where that was his dream. And yeah, on this particular day, he got married and they were not living together. After 6 months, he was tired of being alone around with his wife, and he wanted to go and meet his friends. And so whenever he's going to his friends and the wife don't want him to go, the wife will say, "Where are you going?" And you say, "I'm going to meet my friends." So from the beginning, he would go and come back, but it got to a point the woman couldn't take it anymore. Not as if the guy is doing anything wrong outside, but he just enjoyed the company of his friends. And when the guy is there and the wife is calling, "Where are you?" and all that, so the guy was getting frustrated that I am not the only person who married. I have my wife, I have my friends with me. So
I
even
see.
though I am married, I still need the company of my friends. I still need to be with my friends, and that was causing a chaos between both of them. But when I find out, when I ask in details, I find out that not because the guy was dating somebody else, but it's just that I'm fed up of being around my wife every minute, every second. Yeah, we love ourselves, but I still want some break. I still want a freedom where I can be in the midst of other people.
Yeah.
So again, it's a problem for some people. It may be okay for you, but it may not be okay for the other person. Not because they have anything secret doing outside, but they just want that flexibility. They want the some people just want their freedom, and when that freedom is not there, so being together with your wife, though the system or the season we are in now, it has created that, but for people to adapt to that is difficult. And it's causing their frustration, and this is where the domestic abuse is coming from. So how does this apply to domestic abuse?
Yeah, that's the question I wanted to ask you.
It's like, as I said, if maybe both of them are working, they don't see each other that much. They will share it that time that they have together. But now I'm coming. We are in together. We are in the kitchen together. We are in the toilet together. We are in the bathroom together. We are in the sitting room together. Every little thing,
You see,
they will pick offense. This will pick offense. And frustration with what has been going on in the mind. Maybe things were working out. Maybe they have project that they wanted to do, but the season have locked them down. They cannot carry on with their project. A lot of things that they are planned on is there. So their head is going around. With the news they are hearing from television, everything is scary. At some point they are frustrated. What can I do? And from there the children are making their own noise. And when the children are making their own noise, from maybe the other one will say, don't touch them. Oh no, you shout on them to do that too much. And the children do not understand this. The children do not understand. And as a result of that, one will say, why are you talking to me like that? The other one will pick offense. Before you know it, it will look as if you are controlling me, or I can't talk to my children anymore, or I can't do this anymore, or anything I do, you just touch on me. I'm also a human being, emotional. Before you know it, will be going to the level of verbal abuse.
Okay, let me share your contact here for those who like to talk to us in private. Let me put something here. You want to have a break and by drinking whatever?
No, right.
Okay. So keep on watching, and we want to see more of your comments. We want to see you, getting more information, more educated from domestic abuse, so that you and I will know how to sort ourselves out. So while you was watching, let me get something done here. So Antonia, generally, would you want to tell people to come to have a relationship for discussion after work?
Of course. If you are, if there is an issue that you feel that you cannot handle yourself, and this is one of the reasons why life and relationship is there, because we can definitely help you or support you. Like as I always say, together we can build, and together we can do it together. If there is any issue, you think you are frustrated, you are fed up, looking at it, it's going to area of abuse and all that, and you think, how can I manage it? And I cannot create my whole space. I cannot do my whole things, and all this is coming to you. Instead of allowing it to become a domestic abuse, and it's just a way of finding a way to resolve it before it gets that higher. Remember that the earlier you plan to solve the problem, the better it is, rather than allowing it to escalate to a level where you cannot handle it. So this is the reason why we are here, to support anyone who is in need of our services. Whether you think about, is it going to cost of money? Don't worry about money or whatever, but all you need is just contact us, and we can find a way to work with you. I know that we cannot longer meet face to face at the moment, based on the lockdown system, but there is a way we can connect together if there is a need. who knows, which I believe that it could help. It could help. It could help.
Yeah. I'm still getting information on the screen so that people can get to us, you know.
Yeah.
If you are still watching us, I will commend you, suggest you get your friends involved and share this video. Let your friend know that we are here talking about the domestic talking about
Domestic abuse.
the domestic abuse in relationship. So everyone, we are all in the same boat. So if you want to get in touch with us, please do not hesitate. And we are here to help you sort some problem out so that your relationship be perfect and superb. We are meant to enjoy our marriage. We are meant to enjoy friendship. We are meant to enjoy dating. We are meant to enjoy our family lives. These are the things we are doing here. So if you were watching us from anywhere, please, you can make a comment, can share the video, you can call us straight away on the contact you have behind us. You will be with us in the studio. Thank you for watching. So, and the area of bored. Someone will say I'm bored. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I think there are a lot of people that could be there that want to hurt themselves because they are locked down in the system. They are locked down.
Yeah.
Some of them are not in most people are not able to adjust to situations like this.
Yeah.
So the only thing that we can say here is that it takes God's grace for you to be able to adjust to some situation. But individual cases are different. For me, I don't like going out. You know, it could be because of the work I do. I work from home, so it could be as a result of that. I don't like to go outside much. You know, some say if they can't do that, especially now, the people that used to be travel up and down, going to work from there to different places. People that are very handy, they call them here and there, and they are busy. Now they are telling to be isolated. They are pinned down in their house. At the same time, maybe their children is nagging on their ear, their wife is nagging on their ear. How can we handle such?
No, normally there are some people. There are some people who cannot actually just sit down like this. They don't. It's not in their attitude. It's not in their. It's not part of them.
Yeah.
It's not really part of them to just sit down like this and be looking. So they like getting busy and all that. That's why we.
Hold on. Someone said after this event, I would like to take my wife out. That is good. Yeah, you see, we are happy that you are talking to us, and we are happy to talk back to you. Please do as much as you can do it. Take your wife out as much as your wife should also.
Can I contribute? Mm-hmm. And after this event or after this lockdown?
No, after the lockdown. Because after this event. So did you have a program or what?
If you say this event, it could be this. So if you say after this lockdown, mm-hmm. So it's talking about not in this season. So what I can say is that after this event, all you can do is to take your wife to your bedroom. that's the only thing you can do.
Yeah, please.
Take your wife to your bedroom.
Don't take your wife
don't take your wife outside, because we don't want police to get you arrested. Or give you or depend on the country you are talking from. Mm-hmm. So if you are talking about, or maybe you can go to Tesco, take your wife down to Tesco or Morrison and buy some shopping.
And don't take that person talking about that. I think he say, after this event, I will make sure to take my wife out.
That's what I'm saying.
Please, this is about life issues. Do not take your wife out at this time until they lift the lockdown is open. When you are locked, when your lock is removed, then your door is open. Your gate is open. You can go as many places you like that to go. But at the moment, as you say, you can only take your wife to bedroom, please. Wife, take your husband to bedroom. For those who are alone, you can condone, you can be on your own without your mind not going up and down. But you can swear chat with us. We can be with you. If you are a man, when you want to talk with me, it's okay. You can talk right now. If you are a woman watching, you can swear talk to her tuner or whatever, anyhow. All what we want is to make you be happy, comfortable in this lockdown, which is not easy for most of our people. But we wish you the best, and as we are wishing ourselves the best here, we are still the same boat with you. We are locked down as well. We can't go outside and the way we want to go. Now, the children say they want to go outside to play a part. We can't allow them to go. We can't drive. Even transport is there, but you know, we have to obey the rules. Otherwise, we get involved with police issue. We don't want that to happen to anybody. So please be as easy as you are comfortable as you can in your own private house and have a good time. Good. The topic is domestic abuse in a relationship.
Yeah.
Is it only a man that abuse women? Because I've heard million times that, yeah, he's always abusing me. Which means the boyfriend or husband is always abusing me. Is that true? That is there any time that the women abuse men? Never in history. That is not happening. So what do they mean by he is always abusing me? I don't get it.
When we talk about abuse, abuse, anybody can be a victim of abuse. It's not for a man, or it's not only a man that is abusing woman, or a woman that is abusing man. So a man can be an abuser and a woman can be an abuser. So it's both. So a man can be a victim and a woman can be a victim. So it's not just all about man is an abuse. A woman can abuse woman. A woman can abuse man as well.
Oh. And someone is commenting, domestic abuse is absolutely causing partner physically or mentally, causing fear or whatever. Yeah. So domestic abuse, someone is commenting. Thank you for your comment.
Thank you for your comment.
We love that. We that's why we are here. It's actually causing physical, causing a partner physical or mental fear. So physical fear. But today we are talking about physical abuse. We are talking about verbal anyway.
Domestic is domestic abuse. You know, it can result to verbal, it can result to physical, it can result to every emotion. Yeah.
So now, it's causing pain and fear. Fear. What is fear in that? Fear of what? Of death, or fear of he will leave me, or fear of she will leave me, or what is that?
It's not fear of I will leave you or fear of he will leave me, but the fear there is about somebody is at risk. If somebody is at risk, this person could die from that abuse. You know, this person could die from that abuse. So this is the fear, either by death or harming somebody in a way that the person, you know, I would say. Years ago, there was somebody, let me say, my neighbor was into a relationship with about, I think, my second cousin, years ago. And this neighbor went into this relationship. The parents did not know because they were even looking for the girl. They could not find the girl. And what happened in that the boy abused the girl so much to the point that he had to cut one of the girl leg.
That's death.
And at that point, you will even tell the girl to go, she will not go, because the boy will be beating the girl, pour kerosene on her, and throw matches on her. For the girl to see it as an abuse, the girl did not realize it was an abuse. And even when you will even tell the girl, why are you taking this rubbish? And she does not see any error in it because she was in love.
Well,
the end of it was that the girl had to go home with half leg. And that was when the girl realized that
she was she had been abused by the man.
Exactly. And going back home now, where will she go?
With one leg.
The parents refused to accept her because
because
we don't know you.
Okay,
you left us. And we were looking for you, and now you are in a problem. You are coming to us. We don't know you.
Okay.
You know.
Well, you see, very, very interesting. People are commenting, liking, and clearly okay about her husband. Wish is watching. I'm trying to get what so that we respond to people's comments. I'm not okay, yeah. Thank you. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. Based on the comment, we have mentioned most of the comment. We are talking about that and all that. Now, the thing we are talking about here is domestic abuse in relationship. How do we, identify abuse in relationship? From one side, don't you think if the man said, "I want that to be done that way," and the woman said no, is that abuse, or is the man being forceful, or is the woman being don't want to be humble to the husband, or what? I can see some people might say, "Why are you talking to me like that? If I say I want that done that way, in a certain way, is that not acceptable to everybody?"
It depends on the point where you are talking from, because abuse is a very, very critical issue, and it's something sometimes it takes time to analyze it to actually find out where it's based on. Some people can be in abuse. They will think that this person really loves me, and they cannot actually realize it is an abuse. So the first point is, when somebody is forcing you, some people can be very nice to you. Some people can be very nice to their partner from the very beginning, and they will be as quiet as a dove, yeah. And they will be very nice and all that. And at some point in life, you start noticing some certain things that is not right, and from there you'll be wondering, is this not the kind of man that I married? So identifying abuse from that point of view, and I think you have to figure out, why is this thing has not been like this, and you need to. I know sometimes when you are telling me to do something, and when I realize it, sometimes I feel like, why are you telling me to do this? But again, you will ask me, if what I'm asking you to do, if it's on my own interest, and am I telling you to do this, is it on my own interest? And I have to sit back to analyze it. Sitting back to analyze what you are telling me to do, is it for your personal interest, or is it for my interest, or is it in the interest of the relationship? Sometimes when what the other person is saying, if it's in the interest of the relationship, then you need to consider. Then if it's if it's a personal interest, you need to also analyze that. So sometimes it's difficult to identify, but most of the time, those who are abusing people, they are abusing people based on their own ego, based on their own interest. Okay. I want it done this way to suit my purpose, not the purpose of the relationship.
I would say for this angle that I think if they are inside marriage, I think the woman or both of them should have understood themselves from the very beginning of their friendship. Except those that just got married knowing themselves within 1 week, within a short time, they might find some area which they're not comfortable with. So I would say maybe the foundation is not fully grounded on friendship. If I'm your friend, you're my friend. There's a particular person I know till tomorrow, and I hope that friendship keep on going like that. Before I say anything to him, I don't bother. I just say it. I believe it. Before he said anything to me, he just say it. Without, even though it's something that he don't like, but he will see that I don't mean to say something bad. So asking your wife or your husband to do something the way you want it, it should be a pleasure, because that's how he wanted. That's how she wanted. All right, let's do the way he wanted, just to make him happy. Is that not amendable for the women to do? I want my food to be done. Don't let me say cooking. I'm not good at cooking. Don't put salt. Don't put anything. Just put ginger. For example, just put ginger. That's all. That's all the flavor I want. I say, no, don't do it that way. I say, please do it the way I want it. It's not for you, it's for me. I say, nah, I won't do that for you. I'm not a bad cook. How do you address that? I'm still talking about do it the way that I want it to be. I'm not saying me. Some men, They say, do it this way. Don't do it your way. Let it be the way that I want it. It could apply for a woman. That's where I think that's where we are having. No, you are commanding me. Woman with mindset, do it the way I want you to do it. As a man, I don't think it will be easy for me. I said I understand the kind of person that are talking to me.
I think that's how you see it. Yeah. But hey, you know, like as I said, when we're talking about abuse, we have to weigh it from the level where it's coming from. It's something that you have to analyze from how he started and what is actually the reason behind it. And those are some of the things you need to figure out. Not just because this is how I want my food to be cooked. Cook this food that way. No, you have to think beyond that. It's not because you want that food to be. So what is the reason behind you telling me to cook this food? And again, it based on your approach. Your approach of you telling me to do something for you and how you want me to do it. It has a long way to go. You cannot just come here and tell me, say, I want you to cook it. By 7 o'clock, I want to eat that food. Don't you know that I am hungry?
Well,
from there,
it's okay.
You are overpowering me, you are commanding me, and you are oppressing me. But if you are telling me, please, I would like to eat by 7 o'clock, please do your best to make sure if the food can be ready. You know, I want to eat, but you know I don't like salt in my food, and all I want is just ginger. There's a way you put it. I see no reason why the other person will not see that it's something you need from me. You are even saying, please, can you do it this way? And the way you put it and say, if it can be, you are not commanding, but you are just trying to see the possibility that I can do it for you in the time where you need it.
Yeah, we are talking about domestic abuse in relationships. So we are sorting out. We talk about those who are bored because of the lockdown we are right now. Most countries are. So we are trying to see where we could be of as assistance to you, how you could benefit from what I'm talking about. And we open the telephone line to be, as you see behind me, call us, send a comment. You can share this video so that those who, there might be someone that this one will sort their family issue. You can never tell. There might be someone that has been affected by domestic abuse as we are talking right now. We want to help. We want you to help us by sharing the video. So at the moment, we are still expecting many comments to come, and we are expecting a phone call to come so that we talk about your issue. Or if you don't want to make a personal issue, you don't want to talk on the phone, please, as I said earlier, our contact is info@lifeandrelationship.com. That's our email. And the website is www.lifeandrelationship.com. At the moment, while we are talking to you now, you could call this number and we'll be on the same table with you. Good. Now, the area of being hold on, I don't want someone is saying, yeah, I will just put it out. I don't want agusi soup anymore. I want fish and chips.
I'm sorry, I think McDonald's is shut down and the KFC is shut down. So I think you have to force to eat a goosey soup now because of course you are locked down. You know, you are not allowed to go outside now, take chicken and cheese or a goose or whatever. So your wife is having a goosey soup at home. So that's why that's what you have to manage now. And please don't go and slap or hit your wife or beat your wife because he cannot find a goosey soup. I mean, because he cannot find chicken and cheese for you. All she have now is a goosey.
So there with your partner, there's a limitation to buying things now. You have to manage with chips and fish and chips, as the shop is locked down. The shop is not locked down, but ideally we are trying to save lives. The government is helping us to be at home. It's a lockdown for everybody. So you can't get everything you want this season. You can at least have a part of it. If not exactly, but let's adjust in many ways. So have your chips and chips, fish and chips, not a goosey soup, as you said. bear with your husband or bear with your wife. Okay. So thank you for watching. If you're watching us, we appreciate you so much. And we want you to share this video. Let it go as much as you can. We are talking about domestic abuse in relationship.
Yeah. No.
So in many areas, we try our best to ensure home that are having problem now, because the children are their children, everybody, we are all at home. There's no more space in the sense of the children are making their melody on the ear. The husband is always sitting down watching TV, for example. The woman is just sitting down there doing nothing. Everybody become tense up with maybe anger of not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So we are managing the situation by you calling us on this number, send your comment, and you'll be very, very happy. So one more time, one more thing that we brought us to talk about is this area of not extending anger onto one another. Let's talk about the wife is bored as well. Nobody's comfortable with this situation. Except very few people that are comfortable to be enjoying this lockdown. Me, I'm not enjoying it. My children want to say, Daddy, can we go and play outside? Well, I normally say no, because we don't know. We don't know what we are supposed to stay in one place and have fun. So how do we do it? What shall we do so that we don't extend our anger?
You know,
transfer our anger to somebody because I'm bored, I'm tired of this situation.
Is what? Okay, let me start from this point of like some people will say, oh, it was my, this is opportunity for my husband to help me at home, and now the man is helping to, maybe the woman is cleaning, the woman is vibe.
They're enjoying it.
Sometimes women take advantage of that, it could be anybody. Take advantage of that and say, tomorrow come and do. And the other one will say, have you turned me to a slave now? Because I helped you yesterday, you want me to come and do it again? Or is it because I'm not going to work? Is it because I'm here with you? And the other person may not actually meant it what the way the other person is reacting. He's just saying, can you help me? But the other person, because of what is around, the head is full and all that, and it can actually transfer anger to the other person. And in that case, I think we have to find a way to realize it, find a common ground. And again, we also say to those, if somebody is overreacting, we also have to learn to be calm. We have to learn to be calm, understanding the season we are as well, and try to find a common ground and to make the whole thing. But like as I said, some people can take advantage of this season as well. It's not always there for me. And now that he's at home, he have to do all the things.
Okay.
I am the only one carrying the baby.
Okay.
Now that he's at home, you have to carry the baby, because once the time is over, the season is over, it's over. But sometimes the other person may be seeing it as a kind of abuse. You are taking opportunity to abuse me. Maybe I'm a man. You are now using the opportunity you are just abusing me, taking advantage of it, because probably she also overdo it. And the other person as well may also say, but this is the opportunity that you are home, you still have to help me. But we have to think and find a way to put things in place, that we shouldn't be overdoing whatever we are doing. We have to find a way to balance it. But again, when the anger is coming like this, though we are not allowed to go hard, but we still can manage to create a space for each other. Good. Within the living room, the small house we have.
Okay, now
to calm the situation.
Okay, now let me talk from men's viewpoint. I would say for the men, I would solicit or say this way. I would say, please, we know we are under maybe lockdown pressure and all that. Let us try as much as we can to make peace be at home. That we shouldn't transfer maybe manpower or that authority that like most people say, I'm the man. Everything I say you do. No, this period. Let us, go
Be
like
flexible.
the flexibility has to be there. It's like butterfly that fly like you think you're going to fall. No, you keep on going, balancing one another. Remembering that the person you are even dealing with or the next person might not be as capable as you are. So, men, let us shuffle things around, that we shouldn't transfer anger or because of the way the season is now in the country. Let us be flexible. Let us be at peace with our wives, our children, believing that one day we're out of this lockdown.
Definitely.
And definitely the sunshine you want to go, you will have it more than abundantly. The beach you want to go, the children party you want to go, the birthday cake you want to buy, as somebody said, you will have it as much as you want. So thank you for your kindness. Okay. For those who are watching us, I thank you so much for the for your time. It's a privilege for we to be your way, and we hope you are learning from us. If you want to contribute to the program, please, the phone number is open, as you see behind me. You can call us while we have a table discussion. You could also share this video. You can comment. You can even thumb up, whatever that you are comfortable with. Please do. This is lifeandrelationship.com. Talking our topic is the domestic abuse in relationship. So this lockdown of a thing has shut so many things down, and again it has exposed maybe our women. The attitude is coming out. The hidden character is coming out. What would you say?
That's what you will say from my point of view.
From men's point of view, yeah.
But at the same time, the men as well, attitude is also coming out. So because women, they are also human beings. So the men attitudes are also coming out. The women thought they're going to have the men, but again, they are not having the men. They want to have the men.
But as I saw a video, this woman was very happy. Oh, my husband will not give any excuse anymore. He will not go out anymore. He's here with me. No more complaint. No more I'm tired. No more I'm going from work. Now she has everything she wants now at home. It could be the man is not happy that way.
Of course, the man will not be happy that way. And if you go in details, you find out, why is this girl happy? Why is she happy?
Did you know what? From man's area, if a man is not happy at home, it's flat back to the woman. So that's why that's why she's happy now to see him at home. Probably want to use him. Everything I've been doing, I'm the one doing everything alone. So now it's your turn. Yeah, you look after the children. You go and cook for me. Do dishes, clean the house, everything. It's only me that doing that many years ago. Now only 3 weeks or 4 weeks now, you have to do that. No man will be flexible to do that. It's going to be a very, it will be a battle. How do we solve that? The woman has to know, or the woman has to know.
Yeah, but that's the problem that a lot of people may be facing as well, because now is an opportunity for you to be at home. So they expect you to support them. You are not going to work, so you are not tired. Because if you go to work, you are tired. And you not be helping me before. Now you didn't go to work. You are not tired. So you should help me to manage the children. You should help me to do something at home. You should help me, if I wash clothes now, you have to do the ironing. And making the housework to be easy for the woman. I don't think there's anything wrong in doing that. I think it's good for one to support one another in doing it. But again, the approach of you putting it, or the way you presenting it, or the way the authority you are not taking towards it, or how you are not doing it, will make the other one to feel as if you are taking advantage of me, you are oppressing me, you are controlling me, and you are maybe you are showing power, because sometimes women also show power. Women also show that show their power, against the men. Which the men will not be happy about. Yeah.
So while we're talking, making our talk here, someone is having a comment that should I do that? He said, is it possible to abuse your partner sexually because one is bored?
What does it mean that one is?
Yeah. Is it possible? Yeah, I love this question. Is it possible to abuse your partner sexually because he one is bored? Is it possible? Because yes, I don't. I'm not saying yes. Yes is the answer. This is a very good question because from one point of view, what else can you do? You are not going to work, okay? You can't go to gym. You can't even go to sport. I mean, a personal sport outside the way you want it to be. The woman is there. The opportunity is there. She cannot say she's tired because she's not going to work anyway. The man will not say she's tired. You are coming from work. I have to sleep. That is not there anymore. So the question is it possible for them to abuse themselves? Abuse themselves sexually?
The area I don't like in it is when you're talking about abusing your partner sexually.
That could
because if it's an abuse, it has nothing to do with an agreement. So which means the woman could be sleeping, and because you are not sleeping, you're on your phone, you are not sleeping, and the woman is sleeping, and you just jump on her and be doing whatever you are doing. Or the man is sleeping, and you just jump on her, be doing whatever you are doing, and not even in a nice way, in a wrong way. That's the area where the abuse is coming from. But if the woman is at home during the lockdown, you are at home, and you are having fun, you are seeing it as fun, both of you, then it's your responsibility, or it's both of your responsibility to do whatever you want to do with your body, as long as there is agreement between two of you, and there's no limit to it.
Okay, and for someone that's watching from Italy, we thank you for your support. Thank you and thank you and thank you. You could share the video and we are blessed. Thank you for watching from a faraway country. God bless you, and let my wish for everybody, may you stay safe and nothing happens to you. We hope to see ourselves more better than this. After this season, we are able to smile. And thank you. Then there's somebody again. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, someone is saying there's nothing wrong with maybe sleeping with your wife all the time because of you are home. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that, because there's no limit to it. If both of you, there's an agreement. The word, when you use the word abuse, which means there could not be agreement, you are forcing her.
There has to be agreement. Listen.
Yes, this is the difference between having sex with your wife and abuse. Okay. Because the abuse comes from when you force her, when it's not her wish, it's not her way, or maybe she's sleeping, you know that she's not going to accept it, and you are just doing it because you are the man, you are oppressing her to do that. But if both of you are home, and it's something that you cherish and you want to do, then there's no limit to it. It's not abuse, it's a pleasure for both of you, and you go ahead and do whatever you want to do with your partner or your wife or whatever, because it's your time.
Thank you for your comment. I'm happy with all this comment. I keep on commenting. You say someone said, as a wife, you are not to command your husband. So ideally, what this person is saying, whatever the man wants, that will happen at home. So that's where we are talking about balancing things. If it's not her wish, please don't do it. But what if it's her wish? Will the man just do it?
What do you mean if it's a wish?
Yeah, because a woman shouldn't oppress the man.
Of course.
What if talking about we are still talking about the other one. Is it possible for a partner to abuse her wife, her partner? Is it possible to abuse your partner sexually because of one is bored? Well, in that sense,
because on that particular ground, the man is bored. Why is the man bored? It could be the woman is sleeping, and the man couldn't sleep because the head is full, and he's thinking about a lot of things. And in that moment, sometimes you'll be sleeping, and the other one is sleeping, and the other one is tired of sleeping, and he's bored. So what will I do? He might be thinking, and she's here sleeping. Should I just jump on her? And doing it that way, I think, is a sign of abuse, because it's not something that if you know that she enjoy it, or even if you have been doing it before that, yes, she like it, then it's not a problem. But if you know that something is something that she don't like, she don't enjoy while she's sleeping, you just jump on her and that kind of rough, in a rough way.
Okay.
Then don't do it, because it has become an abuse.
All right, lovely.
It should be something that, oh, you have discussed about, or even though you don't discuss about, but you know what she wants.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
and for those of you just joining us newly, we are talking about domestic abuse in relationship. We want you to make your comment as freely as possible. If you are comfortable to, if you want to make a phone call to be on this platform with us, the number, the contact, they are there behind us, so you could have your comment. So, in another area, I think you said before that there's fear in people's mind now, and they don't know how long this lockdown is going to be. So that fear, is it because of the money is getting out of the account, or the fear of, I can't keep on pretending to my husband anymore, I can't keep on pretending to my wife anymore? You mentioned that there are so many causes of this domestic abuse. You said fear was one of them. So let's shift away from children, shift away from other parts. Let's talk about fear now as the domestic abuse in the relationship.
Yeah, fear in domestic abuse. I think somebody said that before. The fear in domestic abuse is as a result of one hitting somebody, beating somebody, and all that. And again, when I say fear in this season, like everybody is afraid of what, nobody know what will come up tomorrow. Some people are even thinking they don't know whether they are going to survive it, because according to the way it is, nobody can identify how people are even contacting this disease. You going out to even buy food is a risk for you.
Yeah.
So with that, there's a lot of things going on in the mind of people. Somebody might lie down there, you think it's with you, and the person is far away from you. His mind is full and thinking about all these things. Probably have a project, something that he wants to do, he cannot do. But business probably is not moving, it's not going on.
No, it's not going, because everything is like shut down now.
Yeah, and some people like, oh, the business is not moving on. How am I going to continue from here? This part of the world, some perhaps government have been able to take care of a lot of people, but almost everybody. But there are some people as well who are, whether government take care of them or what government are going to give to them is nothing to them.
Okay.
So those things have posed fear in the heart of people. Moving from here, how will I continue? And they are afraid of all these things and afraid of what may come up. They don't know. Inside of it, and you are there nagging. You don't even know what I'm thinking here. Then at some point I can say, please just leave me alone. Leave me alone, because even though I explained to you, you can't grab it the way it should be.
So is that not classified as transfer of anger from the woman to the man? How would the man feel if he's, when the man's head is full of fear, of anxiety, you don't know how to get out from this lockdown. The money in the account is getting showing red, and thank God for the part of the country we are, part of the nation we are. We have it's flexible here. Talking about in the area whereby it can only be God's grace for the people to survive. Anyway, let me put that discussion on hold. Let me answer a question here. Give you a question. You said this person is asking them. Okay. You said what is sex abuse? Person is asking what is sex abuse.
I think sex abuse is basically when you force somebody against his will. Sex abuse is just when you force, for example, I know many people may not agree with me, especially people that come from other parts of the world and not a proper let me use the word, this part of the world. So they may say, it's my wife, and I need my wife. So what do you mean? I sleep with my wife and you are calling it abuse?
Yeah.
Are you getting my point? But the abuse there is when you force your wife against his will. Your wife say, I am not interested. according to how they put it or how it has been classified. You know, you force your wife against his will because he's not interested about this sex. So you forcing your wife is an abuse, because your wife is not going, she's not interested about it, and you are doing it because it's not giving her glory, it's not giving her pleasure, because you are overpowering her because you think you are the husband, or you are overpowering him because you think he is your, because it's not only man who abuse women sexually, women also abuse men sexually, and say because he's my husband you have no choice, that's what I'm here, and you are forcing them against their will. And that is abuse. Abuse in a relationship also have to do with when you are raping somebody. It's not your girlfriend, or it could even be your girlfriend, or maybe you ganging up with people and, you know, forcing them against their will to just to have sex with them. That's that's abuse.
That's sexual abuse.
That's a sexual abuse.
Okay, as you heard from Antonia, she says sexual abuse is when you force someone against his or her will. That's sexual abuse.
It is.
Okay, good. Now let's go back to, you know, thank you for keep on for watching our program, and we are talking about topic today is life and relationship. Our
domestic abuse.
We are talking about domestic abuse. So we want you to make your comment as like never before, like you are doing now. We are reflecting to your comment, and we try to sort this out so that you get more information. We will be talking about it. For those who want to talk about this in a very private way, you could go to our website. Our contact is there, or you could give us your information, your message through our email address, which is info@lifeandrelationship.com. So we thank you. Oh, there's a long comment here. Yeah, give me time to answer this, to read this and comprehend it before I can give it to put it on the table. Now, for those of you watching us, thank you. Keep on sharing, share and share and share. You will be very happy. Good. Let me see which is. Hold on. I'm trying to get the message. There's some words that are short in here. I can't get the message. I can't get the full message out. It says see more. You know what I mean? It says I'm some way the woman is more creative than the man, and it's used to be at home being pampered. It is why the man is a employee, go to work. Well, I think what this person is saying is most women they are being pampered at home. Now when the man is not at home, the children are at home, everybody is at home, that I love you is not there anymore, that pamper is not there anymore. So it could be as a result of that the women will be tired of maybe wanting to do something good, have fun with their husband and all that. It could be what this person is saying. So I don't actually get it. So some words are missing. Anyway, thank you for your comment. And if you want to if you want to be with here on the platform, you could call this number behind me, and you'll be talking straight to us. Other people can be hearing you. Yes, and if you go back to the point we were making, that okay, let's go back to the point you were making. Remember?
Is it about? I'm talking about what she said. If she said maybe probably because the man the woman has been pampered at home.
Yeah.
The woman be pampered at home, and because of that, or he be employed? The woman has been employed.
No, the man is employed outside. The woman have been pampered at home to spoil her with every good thing. And now maybe maybe the money, I'm not getting what he said clearly. Maybe the money is not there like that. So the woman has not say, oh, maybe my husband don't love me anymore because it's not receiving that. So how do you see that in your area?
But I don't think that should be the case because you are being at home, you'll be pampered, and your husband, when something change, you also realize that things change. So if you are being pampered at home before and you are not be doing anything, you are not be working, and maybe the man will say, I want you to be a full housewife. Where is, if it's a choice, if it's something that you like, you enjoy, and your husband support you to do that, I think it's a good idea that when your husband, things also change from your husband, you also realize that this is not the way it used to be. Then you have to change along with things. If that is what she's saying, like as you said, you didn't get it clearly. Yeah.
So we want to we are expecting a phone call to come so that we can now call it a day, and we planning to leave, to go off air at any moment from now. If you still have any comment, please go ahead and share with us. Then we can pick up your comment. We can talk about it. As I said, if you want to have a discussion with us privately, you could go to our website lifeandrelationship.com or straight to our email address info@lifeandrelationship.com. Or if you don't want to do that, you could go to our Facebook, Antonia Joseph Life and Relationship. You could inbox her there, and you will be contacted privately. We are talking about domestic abuse in relationship. So we have mentioned so many areas. Someone is bored because of lockdown. We have mentioned about fear. Maybe
we're talking about fear because fear is one of the things, because people are afraid, they don't know what will come up next time. And all that is also giving people pressure. When somebody when somebody is under pressure, that person can get annoyed with the things that is going on, and with that, it's easy to transfer and hang out on the other person. So when anger be transferred, then that is where verbal abuse, offense will come from. Offense will lead to verbal abuse, from verbal abuse before you will not be going to emotional, to the physical abuse and all that. Okay. It all started from just a little thing.
So I remember as a total from man's view, the women should please help the men, especially this time. The men that are not flexible in kitchen or housework, most men are not good in kitchen at all. They don't like to do those things. If they are not joining you to do anything at the moment, maybe because you are the only one doing it ever since the man have been out there in the field, working to get something home, and you are the only person doing all this house activity. Please, women, please may you try to understand that many men are not into house activity like that. If they are not happy to do anything in the kitchen, looking after the children, please do understand. Do not let that be a problem, be an issue. Because this lockdown, we don't know how long it's going to be. We want everybody to come out shining and more in better relationship and all that. So help your husband help your wife, both partners help your children. Let's sort these things out so that later we will smile and reflect on this day. Oh, we can only say you can, if not God, how do we even manage? So let it be something like that. So you still have something to say?
Yeah, I think what I will say, just like as you said, that is a season, and a season come, a season go.
Exactly.
A season does not remain a particular time, and so here is a season, and no matter how difficult it is, it's made for us to understand the season we are and find a way to balance and manage with the season. So if something that, like as you said, women should understand the men as well, and the men also, men as well also realize that you not be also supporting with your wife, we know you'll be working, but this is the opportunity for you to get involved with your family.
The problem,
whether cooking, whether I'm not saying the man should be cooking, but if I say get involved, there's a way somebody could be cooking, you are not doing anything, you can stand with that person and be gisting with that person, making some funny talk and all that, and encourage the other person, and you are just enjoying yourself together without not arguing, without not fighting, even though you are not being maybe you don't know how to cook, but just washing and asking questions, just washing and asking questions and all that, just talking to her, just talking, that is, you are showing concern that yes, I'm with you. So we may shouldn't take advantage of maybe man is helping you to hoover the house, and every time you now say you should be the one who should be hoovering it, because if jobs start now, we don't see you anymore, so you have to do everything. Also realizing that where he's going, the job is going, it's not going there to play as well, it's also working. So I think it's just for us to find a common ground and to able to work and do things together and work as a team. And that's the key word I will use, working as a team, and not try to avoid picking offense. We can't definitely, because you will not say you can avoid one without not arguing, not picking offense. But how do you handle it? And that is the thing. The way you handle it determine whether the offense will escalate or it will die down. So again, if you are struggling in some of this area and you cannot actually strategize yourself to put things in place, and this is one of the reasons why life and relationship is here, and we can work together to help you to find a common ground and how you can actually work this out. Yeah, that is it.
Okay.
Finding a common ground to actually find out too.
Let me put that website here.
I think our time is going on. Maybe next time we'll come back with the grace of God and
So for those who are still watching us, we thank you for your time. We really, really, really appreciate you. You are precious. You are precious. You are wonderful. May you enjoy this lockdown in a positive way. Not somebody forcing something to you that's not your wish. So we wish you the best of the season. We wish you to come out strong. And I so much appreciate those who are on the front line. You will be blessed mightily. Coronavirus will not contact anything like that, because you are going there to support that people. The Lord will protect you. He will preserve you. Will make you a blessing to other people. Whosoever you are looking after, they will not die. They will not get infected anymore. They will recover from the illness in the name of Jesus. We pray for God to keep everybody safe and sound. At the end of this coronavirus, we all come out strong and become one family again. Despite that, we are not coming to your house. You're not coming to our house does not mean friendship is gone. No, this is the time whereby we are expected to bond more and more. Telephone call are there, free one are there. You can always make a contact with anyone you want to contact. If you want to reach us, our website is there, www.lifeandrelationship.com. There's a contact page. You can always contact us. We can always talk to you based on whatever you are going through. If you want to contribute to this program, please let us know by any means. Then we are very happy. Today's topic was the domestic abuse in relationship. So we wish your relationship to be stronger and stronger while you are bonding with your husband, with your wife, and your children. May you come out strong and safe. So finally, I think we are coming to the end of today's program, and hopefully we be back again as probably next week, as God's willing. So before we come out, if you want us to talk about any topic, please let us know. Otherwise, we are going to come out with our own topic. If it will be better, we'll talk about it's better for you to talk about your topic, so that it will address personal thing. Without your name is not mentioned, or your case is not really mentioned, but you can use it as a case study. So, Tonya, it's a pleasure having you today.
Thank you very much.
Do you have final word for the viewers, lovely viewers at home, for their comment and their contribution?
Thank you very much. My final word to you is we all understand the season and we are all in it together. Please do not let this season create a chaos in your home, in your relationship. Always find a way to balance and work with one another in peace in your home. And if there is anything that is difficult for you to actually handle by yourself, you cannot do, Like as I said, this is why we are here, and we can help and we can support in any form that we can to actually support you in need. That's my final word to you. Thank you all for watching, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. We have to call it a day now. And someone said, yes, very good live program. Yes, do it again. By God's grace, we must keep on doing this. We are locked down at home. We have so much to do, but this is major. This is the most important thing for now. We come back as soon as possible. Thank you for your time, and God bless.
Thank you. God bless.